James's world was a small, perfect circle. It held only two people, his wife Maggie, their daughter, 2-year-old Stacy. His love for them was a physical thing, a warmth that spread through his chest whenever he walked through the door of their modest home. He taught history at Hobbs High School. The chalk dust that clung to his fingers felt like a badge of honor. He was providing. He was building a life. Each shilling earned was a brick laid for their future, a future he imagined filled with the sound of Stacy's laughter and the soft scent of Maggie's perfume. This was his purpose, his reason for waking before the sun painted the sky. He loved the small rituals of their life together. The way Stacy's small hand would grip his finger as if she were afraid he might float away. The way Maggie would hum a half-forgotten tune while she graded papers from her tutoring job at Ebu College. He would watch them, his heart swelling with a fierce, protective love. It was a fragile paradise, but it was his. The arguments began like a slow drizzle, unexpected and unsettling. They started small, a question here, a suspicious glance there. Maggie would ask why he was late, her tone laced with something sharp he could not quite name. He would explain about the extra stuff, meeting at Hobbs High, the need to prepare for the upcoming exams. His words seemed to bounce off a wall of disbelief she had erected. The air in their home, once light and easy, grew heavy with unspoken things. The peace he cherished began to fray at the edges, slowly, then all at once. It was a language he did not understand.
Her accusations grew bolder, more direct. "Who is she, James?" she would ask, eyes narrowed.
The question hung between them, thick and suffocating. There was no one, there was only Maggie. He denied it, voice shaking with confusion and hurt. How could she think that of him after everything? He searched her eyes for the woman he had married, but found a stranger. Her gaze, suspicious. Each accusation was a small cut, bleeding trust from their marriage. He felt on trial for a crime he did not commit. He was exhausted by the fight. And the discovery came on a Tuesday. It was an ordinary day, no different from any other. He had come home early, a rare treat, hoping to surprise Maggie and Stacy. He wanted to reclaim a piece of the peace they had lost. He walked into the house quietly. The house was still. He heard voices from the bedroom, low and intimate. It was Maggie's voice. But there was another, a man's voice. It was a voice he did not recognize, but the tone was unmistakable. It was the easy, familiar murmur of a lover. The toy slipped from his grasp and fell to the floor with a soft thud. He stood frozen in the hallway, his feet rooted to the spot. The world seemed to tilt on its axis. The blood pounded in his ears, a deafening drumbeat that drowned out their words but not their meaning. His hand trembled as he picked up her phone from the kitchen counter where she had left it. It felt wrong, an invasion of privacy he never thought he would commit. But he had to know. His finger hovered over the screen, then pressed. The messages were there, a long, damning conversation with a man named Bry, a colleague from Ebu College. The words were intimate, filled with shared jokes and secret plans. The truth was brutal and sharp, a shard of glass in his heart. The pain was a physical force, knocking the air from his lungs. The confrontation was not a storm of shouting, it was a quiet, devastating collapse. He showed her the phone. He did not need to say a word. The truth was laid bare between them, ugly and undeniable. There were no more accusations, no more denials. There was only a vast, empty silence that consumed all the air in the room. Maggie did not cry at first. She simply looked at him, her face a mask of something he could not read. Their separation was swift and clinical. Words were few. Lawyers were involved. The house that had once echoed with laughter and love was now filled with the sound of packing tape and quiet goodbyes. He watched her pack her things, her movements precise and detached. She was leaving him. She was taking a part of him with her, the part that knew how to trust. He watched as the life they had carefully built together was dismantled, box by box. Stacy was too young to understand. Her innocent confusion, a constant, painful ache in his chest. He was no longer a husband. Now the silence is his constant companion. The house is too big, too quiet. Every corner holds a memory, a ghost of a life that is no longer his. He still teaches at Hobbs High School, but the joy is gone. He moves through his days like a phantom. He sees Stacy on weekends, and in her eyes he sees a reflection of his own broken heart. He sits by the window at night, looking out at the dark, unblinking stars. He is a man adrift, searching for a shore he is not sure he will ever find, wondering if the sun will ever feel warm on his skin again.